And here we go for Virgo. Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. For those of you that have seen some of my other videos on my channel, thank you so much for your views and your thumbs up. It really makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. That's what we like to have, right? I hope this message finds you all in abundance and peace and joy. We're asking Tarot today, what are the messages for Virgo and people influenced by Virgo for the second week of February? We got a jumper. We got Ace of Swords jumped out. We'll keep that in the back of our mind. Maybe we should keep it in the forefront of our mind. That's the Ace of Swords. That is the forefront of our mind. Oh my goodness. So what's on your mind, Virgo? Let's figure it out. Let's check it out. I gotta let you guys know that with this full moon coming up, Tarot has been really wanting to shine light into some darker areas. There's been some heavier energies and some heavier card layouts coming up for most of the signs. I'm hoping that yours isn't going to be like that. But again, like I said, with the full moon, everyone kind of like sugarcoats it, glitz and glamours. Well, there is lots of energy, but the full moon also shines light in places that don't normally receive a lot of light. Okay, so that's one thing to keep in mind. The overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. That's pretty good. That's playfulness. It can mean a little bit of flightiness, right? A little bit of like, oh, woohoo. But this is playfulness. This is good. This is a lighter energy for you, Virgo, to have an overall position. We'll set that off to the side and we'll try and relate back to that for the end of the reading. In your house of grounding, you have Five of Pentacles. Some of you might be feeling or in a place of feeling a little bit of lack as of late. There's there is a lack of abundance consciousness. Everyone's kind of like in this scarcity way of thinking, and that's generated by the corporate evil machine. It's one of the things they try to pump into our subconscious is this need to like feel that there's scarcity. And it's one of the things that we as enlightened people are always having to stay on our toes to try and not fall into that line of thinking. But whenever there is a pentacle in a grounding situation, we've got a good chance for our ideas to take root, for us to take what we have, even the bits that we do have, to take them and put them to our best use. So here what I see is whatever seeds you're planting today, be that mentally or physically, I see that you're in a good position to really like keep what's important to you and hold it close and ground yourself in it. Okay, there's not so much physical things like gathering it up and keeping it close, but this is the people that you love, the people that love you. The few resources that you have, they can be used to like keep you as warm as cozy. See, like that blanket she has is just one thing, but it like goes all the way around, keeps her protected and warm. So this is like pretty, like this overall energy of this card usually speaks of lack or people like feeling like they don't have enough. And some of you might be feeling that way. I just want to give a general reminder that this being in a rooted position is always a good place to grow from. Okay, it's always a good place to move forward from. Okay, and relating back to this Two of Pentacles here again, it's just saying maybe some of you have been out socializing and spending a lot of money on things that you don't have to show for it the next day or like the next week, right? Be a good idea this week, Virgo, for you guys to stay out of the dance clubs and the casinos and things like that. If you want to go out and have a good time, go somewhere where you get a lot of bang for your buck, okay? All right, in the areas of creativity, we have the Empress reversed. Interesting. One of the other signs had this as well. And what I pick up from this card being reversed in the area of creativity is delay. Things are being delayed for you this week. And this is kind of like in all areas. The Empress is like, this is the manifesting card. This is like when things like happen, when like children eventually come out of the womb, when an art project is finally finished, when something is finally ready for press release. This is like her energy. This is what makes this come through, and it's a feminine energy. But with her reversed in this area of creativity, it shows that projects or problems and things that you hope to be solved and clear of may be delayed. Okay, so something to keep in mind, Virgo. She might have more to say later on in this reading, But right now, the feeling I get here is that, even travel plans, things of that nature, they might be delayed just ever so slightly. And the reasons being here, and this could go back to resources and spending on things that are not your true passion. Okay? So, in your gut instinct, you have Magician reverse, which is really good. This is really good. This is an action call to action card. This is saying it's time to get up and get going. And whether this could be if you're maybe on government assistance, you're getting sick of it, it's time to get up and go and do something about it. Maybe you are a super resourceful person, but you're having a tough time in the job market right now. And you don't want to take that lower paying job that's you feel is kind of beneath you kind of thing, but it's showing that you might just need to do it for the time being, and it might be enlightening. You might get to connect with people different than you've ever connected with before. So this being in your gut instinct is a call to action. This is hop to a bud, get on it, because here waiting around, being delayed, this number 1 and this number 3, they're both upside down, saying that there's delay. But the resourcefulness of this card is saying that you could force yourself out of this situation if you got up and made it happen and go. Maybe some of you are trying to shed that 10 pounds after Christmas still. This is it's call to action, a gut instinct. Get up, do it. Let's exercise those core muscles. Let's get back to a place where we're actually feeling better. So then that way we can think, feel, and perceive things better when we're actually feeling better as a person, physically feeling better. Okay? So that's there in gut instinct. Oh my goodness, the majors just keep coming now. Sacred Heart, we've got a Justice card reversed. So this is karmic. This is a situation, Virgo, where you're and this is more delay. This card speaks of delay too. I got a feeling the second week in February, not much is going to be happening. News that you're waiting on, things that you're thinking were going to come through are going to be delayed. It's not to say they're not going to come through. It's just saying that they're going to be delayed because the universe, for larger issues and even for things that happen on the weekly level that inevitably influence the bigger issues, are not moving forward. There's something that is stuck here, and I don't see it so much being internally in your energy, Virgo. This is more so externally. This is institutions and people that you could have submitted things to that are taking forever to get a process, things like that. It's waiting for spring to come, waiting for Christmas to come. It's just one day closer, not we don't know anymore. One day closer, we don't know anymore. And this could be resolved. This could be for some of you that literally do have things that are in courts or in universities and things like that. Okay? And to have this in a Sacred Heart position, being as karmic as it is, I almost got a feeling that as you go through this week here, we're going to have to make sure we're treating situations with fairness. We're going to want to be making sure we take that time to hold the door open for little old ladies. We're going to want to make sure that we say thank you even to the person that's working at McDonald's that, is only making minimum wage. You got to say, please, and thank you, and I appreciate you, and how's your day, and things like that. That can really alleviate these energies. With this being in the Sacred Heart position, you have the opportunity here to get these boom, 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 just by some kind words and treating other people really good. Not to say that you don't. I'm just going to say it's an important thing to remember. It's a good way to get these things, these energies bouncing the right way for you. Okay? Now, here we go into personal truth. Oh, we got the Hierophant, number 5 major. So this is, like I said, this full moon wants to shine light onto the tarot to get into what people's subconscious and what they're fully thinking. So I want you to take a minute now in this reading to let's look. We got the Empress reverse, Magician reverse, Justice reverse, and the Hierophant straight up. This card to me says in personal truth, you know what you gotta do in order to be successful in this life. You have solid fundamental understandings of people, things, places, the world around you as a whole to be successful. So yet why are you kind of just chilling on your duff? Why If you're worried about this, that, or the other thing, are you not moving out on it? Why are we not as rich and successful as maybe we would like to be? Right? There's a why card in this position. This is really coming back. This is putting questions out to yourself for you to answer at your own depths. You really got to search for these answers because you have the knowledge. It's just showing that it's buried deep inside. That's all this is saying, right? And then come that, like if we find the answers to that in our personal truth and those fundamentals come back to the surface, then it's easy to like maintain good karma and get our creative and our personal, endeavors and entrepreneurial endeavors really up and running the way we want to see them happening. Okay, get rid of all this delay. So this is showing that you have it within you. So when I look at this is a sense of knowing that you're going to be all right no matter what. You know that no matter what happens externally, you can make it right. You have the power, you have the talent to make it right. Virgo is a very talented sign. They have an uncanny way of like being able to like take the resources around them and create something absolutely beautiful, whether it's a dwelling, whether it's a feeling in a relationship, doesn't matter what. They have this uncanny ability to do that. I think you know that's true within yourself. Again, this touches back on to this here. You can kind of see like the dress in this from going from 5 to 6. This does indicate to me that a lot of you that are, going through some of like the institutions of life, chapters in your life that involve courts, universities, and that sort of stuff, that, it's a longer process here and there's not really much happening this week. Okay, so you came for a tarot reading for answers, and I'm here to tell you, you gotta wait. How funny is that? You just gotta wait. Maybe it'll come up next week, or if you check back to your monthly reading, maybe that will help you as well. So, heavy duty. We're into vision questing. Vision questing is spiritual growth, and the card you've pulled is another reversal on the major in the Lovers card reverse. So, wow. That's interesting. This could show that some of you are kind of looking or thinking about divine love, what it means to be in love, what love is actually supposed to do. I think some of you might have been disillusioned at one point in time, maybe from a past lover or something like that, where it's kind of left you in a place of disillusion, which is why you're kind of like almost burying your head in the sand, or why it's like now you're turned into this very astute, very analytical type earth sign, which has tremendous potential for great feeling. I think you're hiding that sign. Maybe Virgo, a lot of you are hiding some of the true aspects of your sign in this month with the Hallmark holiday coming up, and that's fine. I'm not going to tell you how to be, you gotta be a certain way. I just want to promote health here for the most part. So if some of you are going through some health issues, I recommend, getting your checkups, going to the doctors. Go again back to institutions here, this kind of stuff. And if you're not knowing, or your delay, your inactivity in creativity is due to health issues, go and have it looked at. Don't just kind of let it go by the wayside. For those of you that tuned in and are really keen on wanting to know something about will I find love, or what the heck is my partner up to, again, I don't see much happening in this week. Delayed, reversal on the major. The general message of the card doesn't change. It's just saying like it's delayed, it's uncertain, it's unclear, right? So I would just be patient. That's going to be the overall theme of this reading, is Virgo being patient, which sometimes you guys can be a little bit impatient, I'm going to say. Not always. And then there we go. At the crowning energy, we've got King of Cups. All right? So this is either A, directly related to this sixth house of spirit, like wanting to be in love, wanting to know what love is all about, wanting to find a really good partner, a really nice partner. And it looks like what you've got going on here in Sacred Heart and Personal Truth is going to allow for that person to come in. Most of you have these chakra centers like open, I feel that, so that's really good to allow this attraction, this to come in for those of you that are desiring this. It's not going to be immediate. It could be towards the weekend. You might have the opportunity to start seeing signs, start chatting with that person. If it's new to you and you're single, if you're in a partnership, it could be a situation here where your partner is like following his or her own heart, and it leads them back to you. So that's kind of nice to see that King of Cups there. And when that happens, this playfulness, this Two of Pentacles of being in play and being a little bit flighty here, it's you have time to play this week, Virgo. All these major things that you might be thinking about or questioning about, you're not going to get too much resolve on them this week. So lighten up, just chill, play around, play, right? And take some time to realize what's important to you and bring it and draw it close to you, and then everything you'll have a lot of time to pay. Don't spend a lot of money on playtime, but go out and feel lighthearted, whether that be outdoorsy, or if you're like go climbing or like to go skiing or something like that, you could go ahead and go do that. You're gonna have some spare time on your hands this week, I feel, Virgo. And then all in all, this King of Cups, which means some emotional fulfillment, emotional security, or even potentially a man of a water sign, or a woman of a water sign, or a thems or theirs, whatever you're searching for in a partner, is going to be coming, and you might be starting to see the signs of that because you are open in these laws of attraction. But again, lots of great cards here. They're just, the majority of them are all in reversals, and you've had this, like it's a 7, including one 8-card reading. You got 5 majors. Like, that's incredible. Big things are happening, but not this week. It's almost like the expectation is there for them to happen, but like 4 of them are reversals, so I don't see it really this week. But I see that the seeds have been planted here, and that we're just kind of waiting for things to fall in place, and then we're going to get moving on a lot of this stuff. And I think 2017 is continuing to shape up to be a pretty awesome year for the majority of Virgos and people influenced by Virgo. All right, so pretty deep reading for the full moon, week of the full moon. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that I kind of cleared some things up for you. And yeah, I know this week is moving by fast, so next week probably will too. And so that gives me a clear indication that I'll be seeing you soon. Okay, bye, Virgo.